Hey guys, it's Ross Scotton on the Space Coach today. I'm going to be reviewing this, The Hidden Lands by Brendan Detzner. This is the second part that came with the Orphan Fleet. So this picks up essentially straight after the end of the Orphan Fleet, where Amber has said her goodbyes to Jair and everyone on the mountain, and she is now trying to find refuge in the Hidden Lands because she was the husband of the colonel who tried to invade. Very important political family. They'll be looking for her one way or another. They will try and find her for good or for bad. So she doesn't want anything to do with it. Plus now she's got a scar along here, as you can see on the cover. So as far as future marriage prospects goes, that's all out the window, and she couldn't be happier about that. So she is trying to get to this place, the Hidden Lands, which is basically a refuge for anyone that needs it, basically. People from all over the world who need to hide or flee or what have you, they make their way there. So she takes an airship from the mountain to another skyport that's smaller than the mountain port and isn't as, I'm trying to think of the right word. The people there don't settle there, they just cruise that rotate in and out, so it doesn't have the same sort of culture that the mountain has. And from there, she has to take a train, along with everyone else, of course, who is trying to get to the Hidden Lands. And that takes a while as well. And a large part of it is set on this train. Think Murder on the Orient Express type of scenario. Different cabins, dining rooms, different mix of passengers, and of course there are assassins on the train. Teams of 2 assassins come in, and they're after her, of course. She manages to evade the assassins, and she makes friends with another girl, and I can't remember her name. It was something like Leia, but it wasn't Leia. I can't remember. Lynn, I think it was Lynn. So they become friends for the rest of the journey, and then they arrive at the Hidden Lands, called the Embassy District. I think because it's people from all over the world, of that world, who are there. Now it's interesting in that world that most of it is ruled by the Xerxians. I'll just call it the Xerxian Empire. And there's a small part, comparatively, of like independent states, you know, free territories, things like the Hidden Lands, that sort of thing. That the Xerxians just never bothered to really try and control, because it'd be more effort than it's worth. So anyway, she's hiding out in the Hidden Lands, just going about her life. It's an interesting society. It's very communal-based living, where room and board are free, and you work for gifts. That might be a gift of money into your post office account, or a gift of some clothing, that sort of thing. So that's how that society works. It is something for something. It's not quite barter, but it's basically trading your services in exchange for goods. And that's very interesting as well. And she learns to be a dancer, or she joins like a ballet dance class. And then she makes friends and all that sort of thing. There's a boy. This boy, I think, his name was something like Balok or something. I can't quite remember now, but that kind of name. And she's interested in him, but he is interested in the other girl, Lynn, who I assume, yes, it is because it mentions the mask in the book. This is her friend Lynn. But anyway, it turns out there's other assassins after her, Amber, that is, and Lynn was one of the assassins, but she decided she didn't want to kill Amber. She wanted to escape herself as well and live free in the Hidden Lands. So yes, it's a very interesting novel, short novel. There's not loads of description of what you're seeing, but there's enough where you can fill in the rest yourself, which is what I've liked about the Orphan Fleet as well. It's just, it is quite a bare bones narrative structure, but then you add on the building blocks yourself. You know, some books like, say, The Lord of the Rings, it's very prose heavy, very detailed descriptions of things. The Expanse does that too, and Game of Thrones do that also. This one doesn't. It is a much lighter touch, which I do appreciate. Although there are a couple of things I would like a bit extra detail on, some of the setup, because again there's like another supernatural being in this called the Blue Mother, who seems to be controlling everything, and I wasn't quite sure what her actual role was, but I do expect that will get explored in other volumes, because there are other volumes. Where does it say? It says right at the end, the next volume is called The City of the Forgotten, which sounds interesting, and I shall very much look forward to reviewing that in due course. But yes, this volume, The Hidden Lands and the Orphan Fleet. Sorry about that, Brendan. Really fun reads. Like I say, it really helps you you invent the landscape yourself that you're seeing with that very small outlay of the description, and you build upon it. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it, because in my mind I imagine what these places look like, as I'm sure you would as well. And I would be very interested to know, Brendan, if there's been any other art based on this, because I would love to see that, if you could email that to me. Or maybe I'll check out your website and see if there's stuff on there. But yes, thoroughly enjoyed the series so far. Like I say, a nice easy read. It is quite fulfilling. The characters are quite engaging, and so is the story. And thank you again, Brendan, for sending this to me. I've thoroughly enjoyed both of the volumes. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.